Hello everyone. If you have a pending green card application, asylum case, citizenship application, or any other visa inside the United States, you have to watch this video. Starting on April 30th, 2026, immigration attorneys and applicants from all over the countries that have adjustment of status cases pending or citizenship applications or any other application inside the United States, that those cases are now on hold. And that's not just for people from the 39 pause countries. That applies to everyone that has an adjustment of status or citizenship application or asylum pending in the United States. This is not a rumor. This is happening today. In this video, I'm gonna explain what's happening, why it's happening, and who is impacted. All the information, all the updates about this developing story in this video. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Immigration Channel. In this video, we'll talk about the pause that is happening right now to all applications, adjustment of status, citizenship, asylum cases inside the United States. This is breaking news that just started a few days ago, and I'm going to explain who is impacted, what can you do now, and what is going to be the next steps by immigration after this pause is going to be implemented. My name is Jacob Sapochnik, and I'm an immigration attorney based in San Diego, California, and I help clients in all 50 states. And I've been doing this for the past 22 years. And in this video, I'm going to share with you something that we have not seen in decades about a general pause of all applications. Literally, we have clients that were scheduled for their oath ceremony, and that was canceled yesterday, the day before. And many of you who are watching this video might be in the same situation. So I will tell you exactly what to do and what to expect from USCIS. So what's happening? This particular pause is impacting adjustment of status applications mostly, but also other applications that require fingerprints processing. USCIS, as of this change, requires all fingerprints to be resubmitted for all these applications, which is why it's going to be causing these delays and pauses in readjudication of applications and preventing people from finishing their cases at this time. And this is specifically for cases that had biometric appointment that were scheduled or sent before April 27 of 2026 when this change was implemented. So if you had applications that were filed before April 27, 2026, they're going to require to resubmit your biometrics. What is actually happening in practice? USCIS officers are going back to applications submitted before April 27, 2026, taking those applications, taking those fingerprints results in those files and resubmitting them to FBI, because now they have an expanded system of vetting, and they're going to rerun those fingerprints to make sure that they didn't miss anything the first time they ran it. In most cases, you're not going to go back and resubmit your fingerprints. They're going to use already what they have just to rerun it through the system. But in some cases, you'll have to go back and redo your fingerprints. Now, they're saying there should be some exceptions. For example, if you already passed your citizenship test and you're just waiting for the oath ceremony, you should be exempt. Although we heard of cases of people that were waiting for their oath ceremony and those appointments were rescheduled. So a bit of conflicting information there, but typically based on their announcement, if you already passed your citizenship, you shouldn't be required to resubmit your fingerprints before your oath ceremony. Number two, if your case is going to be recommended for denial. So for example, you're sitting in a pile and your case is likely to be denied in the next 3 to 6 months, then you're not going to be resubmitted for readjudication or resubmission of your fingerprints because your case is already going to be denied. So guys, why is this happening? The bigger picture, and it's very important for you to understand that, especially if you're going through the adjustment of status process right now and your application was submitted before April 27, 2026, it is important to understand why they're doing this and how it's going to impact your case. Before I mention this, if you're watching this and you're here for the first time and you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe right now. Go click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos or any of our live shows, because it's important for you guys to be updated and be aware that videos coming out every week, and I don't want you to miss any of those videos. Also, if you need help with your immigration matters, just send me a text. There's a phone number right here at the top, 619-483-4549, or use the floating WhatsApp number on the screen. This number is available 24/7. Send me a text right now. And now let's go back into the video. So why is this happening? Based on the update we received just a few days ago, this is all coming from the FBI. The FBI reached out to USCIS and said, listen, our database now is different. Our vetting system now are different. They are more expanded. We have more tools and things that we couldn't do before. So if you rerun those fingerprints, I bet you guys that we're going to find some of these people that slipped through the cracks and they're not eligible to get their applications approved. So please resend us those fingerprints and we're going to rerun them and we're going to give you new updated results. Because of these executive orders that came out early in the year, FBI now has more screening that they can do. Their system is much more updated, and they're now able to share that data with USCIS, information that wasn't available to them before. And so they're saying, if you're going to send us those fingerprints and we're going to rerun them through our extended database, we're going to be able to give you more visibility to criminal records, to arrest records, detention records, and you're going to be able to make better decisions as to whether this person qualifies for the green card, for citizenship or not. USCIS said, yes, we're going to do this because we want to make sure that we are going to give benefits only to people that qualify. And these delays in rerunning fingerprints are not going to be significant. That's what USCIS is saying to the news outlets. But in reality, we know that any change and any shift in processing with USCIS is only going to cause delays. And we already have clients that are pending, that are waiting for their cases to be adjudicated. Imagine going through this new system. Imagine going through a vetting process that could push people to wait even longer, possibly 3 to 6 months longer. So who is affected and how long will this thing last? The following immigrants are impacted. Number one, if you're going through adjustment of status, if your application has form I-45, which could be family petition, marriage, parent sponsorships, brother-sister sponsorship in the United States, and employment-based cases that have adjustment of status included, you will be impacted. Your fingerprints will be resubmitted. Number two, asylum applications. If you're going through asylum process and you give your fingerprints at some point, they'll be resubmitted and your application will be subject to this new rule and your case will be definitely delayed. Number three, naturalization. In 400 cases, if you did not have your interview yet, or if you had an interview but you didn't have your oath ceremony yet, you're not scheduled for the oath, you'll be impacted. They're going to rerun your fingerprints. Number four, all family-based petitions that require biometrics. If you have a petition, any case that is subject to biometrics will be part of this vetting and will be delayed as well. Essentially, any case that needs fingerprints and biometrics will be subject to this. That includes U visas, VAWA cases, I-130s, everything. You'll be delayed and subject to the re-screening. So what should you do right now? Number one, don't panic and don't flood USCIS with inquiries about your case. Remember, every time you make an inquiry about your case and your case is not outside of regular processing times or it's not really subject to a delay yet, don't do it, because every time you make an inquiry, it potentially could delay your case even further because they're going to have to pull the case, they're going to have to check on it, they're going to see, well, nothing's happening, you'll be delayed. So don't do that yet. Number two, check your case status regularly on the website. You can log in, punch in your case number. That you can do often. Number three, you certainly don't need new biometrics right now. Don't worry, they're not going to schedule you. Now, if they do schedule you, there must be a reason. But in most cases, most of you are not going to be rescheduled. If your EAD, work permit, or travel document will be expiring soon, talk to your attorney, or if you don't have an attorney, whoever helped you file the case, talk to them about it because you might need to request expediting that request. And finally, stay informed. Watch my videos and videos of other attorneys who keep you updated about these topics because every day there's going to be some changes about this. But the most important thing is that don't panic and plan ahead. So to summarize, This is a temporary security upgrade rolled by this administration. It is part of these agencies joining forces to try to share information. FBI is now pushing USCIS to say, hey, use my increased system, use my expanded system to get you more info so you'll be able to get more data about applicants that are trying to get benefits. Overall, the idea is not to deny more cases, it's just to make sure that they are approving the right people at the right time. Once again, if your case is impacted, let me know in the comments below and see how we can help you further. If you have a friend or somebody else that is going through the process, comment below, share the video with that somebody. And if you need help with your immigration matters, send me a text, use the WhatsApp number floating on the screen right now. As always, watch my next video that talks about the new changes in USCIS and immigration right now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.